It's the 22nd and I am wearing my transformation, which I said that I would do at the beginning of the month. And I'm so happy with it. I still haven't found the other dress. So I had two dresses that were the same style and I can only find this one. And now I really want to do the same again to that dress. So it was a dress that it was sentimental to me, this particular one, because actually this fabric was in my very first wholesale order delivery. So it was the start of my fabric squirrel business. And I think the reason why I didn't like the actual dress is because I hadn't put enough fabric in. And like, fabric's so precious, and I still think fabric's really precious, but I think especially in those early days, I think financially, investing a lot of money, so I wanted to use as little as possible and have as much available to be able to sell. So I think that's why I just was a bit stingy with the fabric, and then it meant I didn't like it. So the hem is the same hem, so it was really easy. I literally just cut the bottom off. I cut 2 3-inch strips with the rest, which I then gathered and used as a frill. This is all that's left. So although it was a dress before, that is all that the fabric is left with, because I've added this frill in. And this bit was literally only about a couple of inches wider than the top. So there's a slight gather on the bottom, but I think it's so much more wearable. I'm going to wear this so much more than I would a dress. So I'm really pleased that I've done this transformation and that I have saved this dress to live on. And I definitely am going to add it to my holiday packing, which I need to start doing as well. So yes, I'm very happy with day 22. We're actually going out for dinner now, so I'm going to go and get dressed into something. Although I like it, it's not really going outy because I've got jeans on. So I'm going to go and put a dress on, and then I'll be ready for my second me made of the day. So day 22 still, but costume change because we're going out for dinner for the mother-in-law's birthday. Now I made this dress a couple of years ago from some fabric that I was gifted from the Craft Cotton Company. It's William Morris, if you may recognise it. It's the Strawberry Thief print, and it's on a viscose. I never particularly liked the sleeves on these, but this is a problem that I have not had before. So I started going to the gym last year just because carrying all this fabric is hard work and I was getting a lot of shoulder pain and things, so I wanted to strengthen up. And I think that this is now much tighter around my arms than when I made it. So clearly the work I have done at the gym has paid off, because now it's too tight around my arms. So I don't know whether to just quickly remove these sleeves. I quite wanted to change the sleeves on this dress anyway, but I have now sold out of the fabric and I didn't save any back. So I do have this pattern, which I can't remember what the pattern is. I'm pretty sure it's a Vogue pattern. And I've done it before and I just left the sleeves off. So we're going out in about half an hour. A large part of me wants to unpick these sleeves and quickly just change it. Yeah, I might do it. Just ignore the children for a little bit longer. Wish me luck. I ran out of time. I did try, but I knew I'd end up rushing it. So yeah, I went with the same pattern but different fabric, obviously. This, I can't remember what type of fabric it is. I think it's a viscose that's got some stretch in it. I really love it. I don't still have this in stock, unfortunately. But I actually made this one when I was breastfeeding Alfie, because it was a wrap dress and it was nice and easy, but it does still get quite a lot of wear. I really like it. It's really comfy. I got as far as adding the binding, and you know what, I think I would have done it if I hadn't realised that the binding wasn't already pressed on the other side, so then it ends up being really fiddly and I'm going to have to really carefully fold this over before I top stitch it down. But this dress is why I know that it will work, because I quite like it without sleeves on. So well, I may as well finish this now that we're back. But yeah, this is my second day today. It's the 23rd of May. We are about to go out, so apologies if you can hear loads of noise in the hallway. I am wearing a Simplicity top dress today that I cannot remember the pattern for. It's in a Viscose Twill. I'll try and put the dress pattern in the details. I normally save this one for autumn, but you know what, I've really enjoyed wearing it today, and it does again make me want to add more things to my to-do list because I really love this pattern. It's really nice. I think it's flattering and cozy, and I love the sleeves. It came together as I quite liked how it sewed together as well. I did finish this last night. I haven't actually tried it on yet. I still don't know if these armholes are going to be a bit too small for me, so we will see. But it is already, I think you'll agree that it is an improvement, and it does look good without the sleeves. It doesn't look like it's missing something. But yeah, I'll try it on tomorrow when I get some time and see whether I need to make more adjustments and make the sleeves, the armholes a bit longer. So it's the 25th of May today, I think. Yesterday I forgot to do a video. I did do a video of me in the garden, and then I went and dyed my hair and completely forgot to do the vlog. So I was wearing an Connie v-neck that I made out of a tablecloth yesterday. It's one of my favourites, so it's always in rotation. I actually then got sent this fabric from Craft Cotton Company. They sent me some samples of some fabric that's due out soon that I really want to make something with for holiday, which I'm hoping to do as well. And they asked if I'd like to try out some of this Broderie Anglaise. Obviously I said yes. I've got it in 3 colours, so there's white, navy and black. And I just thought that it would make a brilliant Connie v-neck as well. So all I've done is I've used white quilting cotton on the top half and the back, and then I have sewn the neckline together first and turned it the right way around, so I didn't actually have to add any binding to it. And then the rest I've just left open because I think it'll be a really nice like holiday top, and it's going to go with loads of things. So yeah, I have made those today, this today. And I've also made a pair of trousers. I've been so productive. So these are the True Bias Emerson pants that I put on my video recently for trouser patterns and recommendations. And I basically convinced myself to make the trousers by doing that video, and they look really nice on, even if I do say so myself. I didn't have elastic that was wide enough, so what I've done is I've added 4 channels to the elastic waistband, and I've added the skinnier elastic that I did have, and I actually think that gives a much nicer, yeah, just nicer finish anyway. The only thing I would have done differently is the stretch is on this direction. I wish the front bit of the waistband I'd done in the opposite direction so that the stripes were going this way. I just think it might have fitted a bit better. But yeah, I'm going to wear these tomorrow. It's been a good me made day. You know what? I haven't even actually mentioned what I am actually wearing. This is the skirt that was a dress. I don't know if you remember me at the beginning. I said I don't ever wear this dress anymore because it's not quite right. So I unpicked it, just top stitched the waistband. And what I've done is I've added a couple of poppers because it gaped a little bit. And I think that was another one of the reasons why I didn't wear it. It's not like it's too small. It's the buttons aren't quite right. I don't love the buttons that are on it, but I don't have any that I like more. So the buttons are staying for now, but the pockets are way too low as well. But yeah, I've quite liked wearing this. It's much more comfortable than the dress version that I had. So yeah, I'm glad that this is now back in circulation in the room. So yeah, that has been my day today. So today I'm wearing a whole me-made outfit that I made over the weekend. I got sent this fabric last week from the Craft Cotton Company, this Broderie Anglaise, and I've got it 3 colourways, blue, black and white. So it instantly bumped up to the top of my list. I love wearing white t-shirts. So I if I wear a lot of colourful trousers, then I'll end up wearing something shop bought, usually for white. So this was straight up to the top of my priority list. It's the Tiana's Closet Connie V-neck t-shirt, and I made it in my tablecloth top. So it's the same pattern as that. The only thing I've done is, rather than bind it, I have just done a lining of plain white quilting cotton for the top and then the back panel, and I have done the neckline and then understitched it, so that I didn't need to worry about the binding, and then the rest is all just finished off with the overlocker on inside, and I'm so happy with it. It's going to be such a good summer holiday t-shirt. I'm really happy. That's a t-shirt. And then I also made a pair of trousers. So I don't know if you've watched my video about trousers and fabric to go with them. I basically persuaded myself that I needed a pair of these Emerson pants from True Bias. So I can confirm that they are the perfect fabric for trousers. I think these might be my aeroplane trousers because they are really comfy and they don't crease. They're cropped. I think the pleats are really flattering. They've got massive pockets. The only difference that I did was for the elastic. I didn't have elastic wide enough, so I basically made 4 channels and used the thinner elastic that I have. I actually think I prefer the look of that anyway, so that was the only adjustment that I did. I would probably have put the stripes horizontal on this front waistband. That's the only difference I think I'd do if I was to make them again. But I have this fabric in this blue, and I've also got it in red as well. So if you are feeling inspired, I can confirm that it was lovely to sew with, and has made a really nice pair of trousers. It's day 27, and so we're nearly at the end of May, and today I am wearing another new make. I am wearing an Ethel top from Tiana's Closet. I really wanted to sew up some double gauze. This is the first time I have used double gauze, and it won't be my last. It is lovely to wear. I found it quite easy to sew with, to be honest, because it's got those 2 layers. I always use a walking foot anyway, so I think that definitely helped. But I just think it gives it, you've just got more flexibility with it. It's not going to work for all patterns, but for this, it worked fine. I thought that gathering would be an issue, but it wasn't. The sleeve length I've literally gone for because I only cut 1 metre of fabric. I was like, I'm going to see how much I can get out of 1 metre, and this was it. I did not have enough fabric for the facing, but I just literally had a look in my scraps of purplish fabric and found this gingham, and I've used that because I didn't think it really mattered. It did feel like it was sticking out, so although I understitched it, I then also wanted to top stitch it, and I thought just doing a bit of a pattern might be nice. So I used some dissolvable embroidery interfacing on top because I found that when I stitched, the pattern just got lost in the pile because of the double gauze, and it's quite an open weave. So if you were to do embroidery on it, then that is what I would suggest. But yeah, besides that, this is my other new make today. I have done a video, and this is one of my pattern suggestions actually, on the video on tops that you can make for summer and with some of the new fabrics that I've got. So go and take a look at that if you like this top, or if you want some inspiration on other tops that you can make yourself. So it is the 28th today, and I am wearing my Wildergown. It's the Crafts of Tranquility fabric, and this is a viscose cotton that is out later in the year, but I do have this collection in 5 prints in quilting cotton if you like it. It was the first Wildergown that I've sewn up, and I really love it. I love the 3 different fabrics together, and this pattern just felt perfect for the project. So yeah, this is today's, and I have been working on this. So I said that I'd pattern test for Kimberly, which so she's made on a Monday. The Instagram link, I will leave it in the comments. So I do love it, and I really want to love it more.
I just don't think I'm cool enough for the waistcoat thing. I see people and they look so stylish and they look really cool, and I keep looking at them and I was like, well, this will be a perfect opportunity to sew one up and see how I feel. And yeah, I just don't think they suit me. I am gonna, it does not go with what I'm wearing today, but I'm gonna put a dress on tomorrow that hopefully I think it will go with, and get some pictures, and maybe you can tell me what you think. Yeah. It's the penultimate day of May, and today I'm finally wearing my Lyra dress because I completely forgot to, well, I didn't forget about it. It just hasn't felt like the right weather and occasion and everything to wear it. Anyway, I'm finally wearing it. Yesterday, I completely forgot to do a video, like a talkie video. Anyway, I did do a little video in the garden. I was wearing my True Bias Emerson pants again, and then just a top that I bought. So I did do this video. It was a duplicate, so I wasn't too worried about missing the video. I have loved wearing this dress today. I am going on holiday soon, and it's definitely going in there. I was a bit worried that it was going to look like a school uniform, but I don't think it does. I definitely think it would if I'd made like a whole matching outfits with my boys, which is what I quite wanted to do with this fabric, because I thought it'd make a really nice man's shirt as well. And although I could still do that, I just make sure we don't wear it at the same time. It's just not as fun to make them stuff if they're not matching with me. So yeah, I've got the little cutout in the side, which I really like. I think if anything, I would have maybe, this was like the same size as the one in the dress that I already had. I think I could have got away with more, like taking more out of that corner and making it even more of a feature. Besides that, I don't think I'd change anything. So I added, did I add binding? I can't even remember now. I think I might have just turned this. Did I just turn them? No, I have binded them. Yeah. So I've added binding to the sleeves because the Lyra pattern has sleeves, but I think it works perfectly fine without them. I quite like having no sleeves, especially as a holiday dress, and it's going to feel a lot warmer. I did mess up the top button on this. Hopefully you haven't noticed up until now. I'll point it out now. But I basically put this, where is it? I put this buttonhole here, like way too far over, so it would never actually work, but I wouldn't wear it done right up anyway, so I'm not worried, and I don't think you can particularly tell. Yes, I need to decide what to wear for the very last day of May. I haven't worked it out yet. But yeah, I will have a think. I have got a pair of shorts cut out. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to make them tonight. So I don't know if I'll be able to wear them tomorrow, but we will see. I'll see how far I get. It is the last day of May. It is also my birthday. It's a great day. I hope you have enjoyed watching me throughout the month and what I have worn. I do plan on just trying to see how long I can continue this for and wear me made May and see what my longest streak will be. So today this is just a plain top that I've bought, but I finished this skirt yesterday. I was going to save it for holiday and do like a grand reveal on holiday, but it's my birthday and I wanted to wear it. So I have videoed how I have made this. So hopefully if you like it, follow along, and I can show you how I made it. The fabric isn't out yet, which is annoying. It's due to be out like any day, but I think there's been some delays. But I knew that it was due out, so I spoke to the company I get it from and just said, do you have any samples? Because I've got this idea and I'd love to take it on holiday. It's called Mediterranean Medley. So a patchwork skirt in like Greece just like was the perfect place to take it. And I just had this idea in my head of the skirt, and I think it's amazing, even if I do say so myself. So I've patchworked it and I've overlocked it when I've pieced it all together, so there's like no raw edges and stuff, and it actually came together so quickly. I think I made it in about an hour and a half. So yeah, I will show you how I made it. I hope you like it too. Obviously this would work with any fabric. I think I had there were 8 different fabrics, I think, and
there were two, I didn't have quite enough just using the fat quarters to do the whole thing, but there were two prints that I had a bit more fabric of. They sent me like an extra ½ meter of. So I think it probably worked out at about 10 or 12 fat quarters. So if you love collecting fat quarters with no particular like idea in mind, then this is a really nice way of using them up. So yeah, thank you for watching. Like I say, I hope you've enjoyed it. I've got loads more content all planned, so follow along, and I hope to see you continue following me on my sewing journey.